Good morning, students. You are most welcome in Nissan Classes Private Limited Kota YouTube channel. Today we will learn in class 12th biology microsporogenesis. In previous lecture you have learned about the male reproductive unit. In male reproductive unit you learn about the anthers. In anthers it is the bilobed and each lobe has the two chambers, that is called microsporangium. Okay, when the microsporangiums mature, it produce the microspores. Okay, so look at the diagram. That is the mature and dehiscence anthers. These are the pollen grains. So today we will learn how the produce pollen grains in anther. Okay, so our topic is the microsporogenesis. In previous lecture you have learnt when we cut the TS of anthers, we found the four layers: epidermis, endothecium, middle layers and tapetum. Just below the tapetum the sporogenous cells or tissues are found. So the sporogenous cells divide meiotically and formed the four microspores. Because the division is meiotically, so they have the number of half chromosomes. So that is the diploid cells and these are the haploids. These microspores are generally called pollen grains, but they produce in cluster and they are generally found in the four. So these are called tetrad. So when we observe one tetrad, it look like this. The four microspores are connected each other. After some time they separate and look like this. When they develop and mature, they look like this. In this condition there are two layers are found surrounding it. The outer layer is called exines. Exine is the most protective layers because it is the natural waterproof, temperature proof, heat proof substance. It is made up of sporopollenin. नेम आप लर्न कर लेना, sporopollenin. Okay, the inner layer is called intine. It is the very delicate and it is made up of cellulose and pectins. So each microspore surrounded by two layers. Outer layer is exine, it is made up of sporopollenin, and second is the intine, it is made up of cellulose and pectins. If we observe this condition in electron microscope, we look like this. The some places the exines are absent. These are called germ pores. These are the space or pores where pollen tube are emerged outside. Okay, so generally the number of germ pores are 1 to 3. It means एक से लेके 3 तक होते हैं. Generally in dicot plant they are found 3 and in monocot plant they are found only 1. Okay, in this condition generally the nucleus of pollen microspores divide mitotically and form the two nucleus. These nucleus surrounded by a membrane but not a cell wall. So these called cells. Okay, but the division is unequal. It means one cell is larger, other cell is the smaller. The larger cell is called vegetative cells or tube cells. The smaller cell is called generative cells. Generally above 60% of angiosperm plants in this condition, it means two cell condition, microspores are pollinate, but remaining percentage the microspores are pollinate in three cell condition. In this condition vegetative cells and two male gametes. So when the microspore or pollen grains are pollinated on the stigma, when they land on the stigma they absorb the nutrition and water and swell up. When they swell up, the intine come out through the germ pores and make a tube, that is called pollen tube. in pollen tube, first of all vegetative cells come outside, and after that the generative cell divided and make the two male gametes. So in this condition there are three cells, vegetative cells or two male gametes. After some times the vegetative cell or tube cells degenerate. Okay, so generally the vegetative cells are degenerate or destroyed and male gametes are remaining. So when the pollen tube reach at the micropylar end, the terminal end of this pollen tube burst and two male gametes are released. One male gamete fuse with egg cell and form the zygote. The zygote develop into the embryo. The second male gamete fuse with polar nuclei and form the endosperm. This is called triple fusion. So the first fusion, male gamete and egg cell, is called fertilization or true fertilization. The second fuse of one male gamete or two polar nuclei is called triple fusion. The triple fusion and true fertilization both are called double fertilizations. Okay, so in this way the microspores or pollen grains are developed and fertilized. Okay, now next point, it is most important but it is very short but interesting. Generally pollen grains जब आपके pollination के थ्रू एंथर से स्टिग्मा पर जाते हैं तो इनकी वाइबिलिटी जो होती है यानी एक्टिवनेस जो होती है वो आपकी डिफरेंट होती है. सो जनरली राइस वीट इनमें आपकी 30 मिनट्स होती है, बट कुछ ऐसी फैमिलीज है जिनमें मोर देन 1 मंथ भी होती है. सो आफ्टर दिस पीरियड दे विल बी unactive. It means they cannot fertilize. So in that condition they are useless. So generally pollen grain को हम प्रिजर्व कर सकते हैं एट -196 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर इन लिक्विड नाइट्रोजन. यानी लिक्विड नाइट्रोजन में जब आप -196 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर इन पोलन ग्रेन्स को रखोगे तो आपके कई सालों तक प्रिजर्व रह सकते हैं और हम इसका यूज कर सकते हैं. Next things, look in the diagram. The pollen grains are developed in the numerous. So when they anther burst and they pollinate by air, by water, by insect, by birds. So they are responsible for the various disease. Generally they are responsible for the allergy or ब्रोंकाइटिस डिजीज. इट मीन्स रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम से रिलेटेड डिजीज है. ओके, नेक्स्ट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स, जनरली वेजिटेटिव सेल्स और ट्यूब सेल्स आर रिच ऑफ द प्रोटीन, कार्बोहाइड्रेट, फैट्स एक्सेट्रा. सो दे आर मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट सब्सटेंस फॉर द न्यूट्रिशन. सो इन फॉरेन कंट्री दे आर यूज बाय द एथलेटिक्स और रेस हॉर्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ टेबलेट एंड सिरप. इट मीन्स वो इनका यूज करते हैं एज ए टेबलेट और सिरप और उनको इंटेंस एनर्जी मिलती है और इस तरह से वो इनका यूज खाने और पीने के लिए भी कर सकते हैं. ओके, तो आई थिंक आप लोगों को माइक्रोस्पोरोजेनिस समझ में आ गया होगा. थैंक यू.